What's good, fam? I thought this would actually be a pretty funny video. The most hated versus most loved on my 600-pound life. And I wanted to do a try not to get mad or cuss. But I'm going to just react to it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got another one I'm going to be doing to try not to get mad on next. So y'all look out for that. It's going to be dropping this week. So let's jump straight into it, y'all.
For each of these four loved My 600 Pound Life stars, there are four who have drawn the hatred of viewers like no other. In today's video, we're looking...
Where's Shanae at? Where's she at? Because she need to go on
and
YouTube.
comparing them all, starting with Stephen Asante, by far and away the most hated star ever to appear on My 600 Pound Life. During his short time on the show, he was consistently disrespectful to the hospital staff taking care of him and actually violent towards
like a fat booger.
them.
I never seen any patient like Stephen. He asking for pain medicine every 15 minutes and then he spilled urine on the floor.
But this disrespectful nature even stretched to his father and his brother. While on the way to Houston to meet with Dr. Now, around an 1,800-mile trip, Stephen called his father every 100 miles and told him he would be sorry if he didn't stop for fast food along the way. His father...
What the hell he gonna do? What he gonna do? You just gonna sit your fat ass back there and wait. We got more miles.
That actually seems like a really nice man, and with his kind nature, gives in to the demands of his awful son.
I'm not surprised that he got in the lodge. My father always caves into my brother's demands.
Stephen was so big that he actually broke the bed he was in while being transported to Houston, and while in this moment of uncertainty, didn't even attempt to help or put down his iPad for a second. This attitude really stayed the course for the show, and it makes you wonder why Stephen even appeared on it in the first place. After he got to the hospital, he was incredibly rude and demanding to the hospital staff, misusing the call button to constantly call for food and painkillers.
You ever get the urge to want to smack the shit out of somebody? It's like when I see him, he like, you watching them get the bed together, you on your iPad. Oh my God, bro.
My lunch is awfully late.
He even had the nerve to tell the nurses that they should be treating him faster than what...
Hey, sorry for interrupting. Isn't that annoying? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of ads like this? Forever. It's called Pi, and if that sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you...
they were.
But I know that a bing goes off and there's a blinking green light, so they know when I'm waiting and when they're taking too long.
As Dr. Now put it, he thought he was in a 5-star hotel resort, and it seems like Stephen was really getting on the hospital staff's last nerve.
These people are really getting on my last nerve. I do express my...
Like they, oh yo, oh, I would have loved to kick your fat ass in this room. Boy, like let me would have been a nurse in that motherfucker. I probably would have lost my job. Like, Dr. Now, you better go talk to this motherfucker. I'ma smack the shit out of him, bro.
So if I feel like something's not right, I'm gonna point it out and say it's not right. You
Shut
know?
up.
Dr. Now gave Stephen a warning and told him to grow up and work on his behavior and behave how people expect you to in Texas.
Let me put it in plain thing. He came from up north, but this is Texas.
Yes,
Damn
You're gonna
right.
have to shape up in Texas.
But this warning didn't go very far, and you can see the frustration on Dr. Now's face as he actually interrupts the doctor's interview by pressing his call button.
That is Stephen's button.
The final straw would be after Stephen made the ultimate entitled decision to order a pizza to the hospital, and this was the straw that broke the camel's back, and all sympathy left Dr. Now.
If you want to stay in the program, you need to find a place to stay because you're not staying here anymore.
Stephen was kicked out of the hospital and into the back of the car his father travelled down in. After Stephen said he had nowhere to go,
Don't be oh yo, let me
Dr.
stop.
Now said to go to a homeless
stop.
shelter. He had a truly disgusting attitude, and many commenters loved the fact that Dr. Now kicked him out. I love how the doctor saw through his
Yeah.
BS and protected his staff. The
Yeah.
irony of a 600-pound man complaining that his hospital staff isn't moving fast enough is just insane.
bitch.
Although Stephen was undeniably the most hated, the next patient we're looking at is one of the most loved in the community. Henry Foote appeared in the first ever season of My 600 Pound Life and really was an almost instant fan favourite.
Yeah, he was cool, man. His family wasn't shit though.
He won fans over not only with his inspiring story, but with his warm personality, positive attitude, and his sheer determination to turn his life around. He also had a heartwarming reason for losing weight, as he wanted to lose weight before his high school reunion. When he first met Dr. Now, he weighed a staggering 750 pounds, which is certainly one of the heavier patients to meet with Dr. Now. Despite this though, he knew he needed to change and would do anything in his power to lose weight. In a show of sheer grit, he refused to be pushed to the bathroom in a wheelchair and instead told doctors surrounding him that he was going to walk there himself. And he revealed that before they started filming, he was actually an operations manager of a transportation company, but now is a bus driver. However, instead of being upset about it, he has an incredibly humble outlook on his new career.
This may look like a step down, but it's a new beginning.
Henry's work
Man, ain't no step down, brother. You doing what you gotta do, bro. Straight up.
ethic shone through with his weight loss, losing around 300 pounds near the end of his weight loss journey. However, this was not without complications, as he actually almost died on the operating table in Dr. Now's surgery. During a routine skin removal surgery, Henry's heart stopped on the operating table, and he gave us an inside look on what he saw during this experience.
It is like having an out-of-body experience.
Despite this, his weight loss journey was incredibly successful and he looked like a completely different man by the end of the episode. Fans of my original video on my 600 pound life were all quick to share their thoughts on Henry, with him by far gaining the most amount of comments of people sharing.
He died? Oh, man, damn.
Their love. Loved Henry Foote, such a sweet guy. So glad he married his longtime sweetheart and had so many happy times with her. What you may have noticed though is that my original video was about the patients who have unfortunately died on the show, and Henry featured in that video. His cause of death was tragic and unknown, but people in the community shared their pain that he died. People actually went to visit his grave, but were quick to realise that his family couldn't afford a headstone for Henry, prompting people in the comment section to share their sadness about this. Although Henry gained a lot of sympathy, the next patient to see Dr. Now would not garner so much sympathy and would actually be one of the most hated to have ever featured on the show, and that is James King. James led a life of careless gluttony with no respect to those around him, which
I gotta do his episode, bruh.
did not go unnoticed by viewers of the show. This douche pulled his daughter out of school to bring him food and wipe his ass. Pathetic. James isn't alone in this hatred though, with his wife Lisa catching some of the hate too. Starring in season 5 of the show, he did not have a positive attitude from the outset. He began his story by revealing he met Lisa through his friend, and that Lisa was actually married to this friend at the time. But the two had an affair which led to Lisa getting pregnant with James's child, and James allowed this other man to raise kids he knew were his own. This
Shouty, you smashed that.
fact alone has drawn serious criticism from fans, but it only gets worse from here. From the comment earlier, you'll know that he pulled his daughter out of school with the sole purpose of caring for him. His daughter and Lisa cook every single meal for him and look after him, which even goes to as far as wipe him clean when he goes to the bathroom on himself. After he finally got in touch with Dr. Now, he was put on a strict diet to lose weight before he made the trip to Texas, which his father needed to remortgage his home for, just to give James the money and a chance at a new life. But James and Lisa threw this back in his father's and Dr. Now's face, as he refused to stop eating deep fried and fast food. On the way to Houston to meet Dr. Now, he screamed and moaned constantly about the pain in his legs.
Oh, it's too much. Oh, my foot.
Man, shut the fuck up, man. Yeah, you putting them through all that shit. You can deal with this for a little while.
Berating the medical staff, who seemed to have more concern about James's health than he did himself. During this time with Dr. Now, he basically just refused to listen to his advice, constantly ordering takeout food and giving awful excuses, such as their car broke down so he couldn't cook. This was easily disproved though. After Lisa cooked him a healthy meal, he complained that he was sick of the same food.
Tired of fish and chicken, like so I'm sick of it.
This awful attitude didn't stop there though, as instead of just not listening to Dr. Now, he and Lisa actually began to argue with him, claiming that James was barely eating any food, and went as far to claim his body didn't burn any calories.
Bro, yo,
telling you right now, I have not gave him no food.
Okay, this is all miracle, right?
No, it's not a miracle. His body doesn't burn calories.
If this fills
Ooh! Yo. I understand.
With Rage, you're not alone, as most viewers of this show call him the most hated patient ever on the show. James's story, though, did have a really predictable ending, unfortunately, as he died not too long after his episode aired. Many commenters have said they struggle to feel sympathy for him.
She gonna say his body can't burn calories. Girl, shut. Ooh.
I'm sorry to
You know
sound
what? I'm watching his episode on Rumble. Y'all look out for that. Yo.
mean, but I feel nothing for James King. He was a huge baby. He never did anything to better himself or even tried to. He just expected Dr. Now to have a magic wand and get him to like 200 pounds. The next patient in our list, though, was much more willing in their weight loss journey, and she was rewarded with love from the My 600 Pound Life fan base. Brittany from season 3 was said to have one of the most infectious smiles ever in the show, even bringing a smile out of the intake nurse, who is famous for her straight face. Brittany's life at the beginning of her episode was quite different though, weighing over 600 pounds at the beginning, with her husband
What the hell is all that? Is that brownies?
admitting that she eats the same amount of food as a full family of 4. Despite this though, Brittany seemed extremely clever and very in touch with her feelings, sharing the struggles of food addiction better than any other patient.
I will eat until I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and then that doesn't even stop me. And when I'm done, I think I'm the most nastiest, most disgusting person in the world. And then I need to eat more to make me feel happy, and it's just a vicious cycle.
This openness led to a lot of respect from fans. No excuses, no victim mindset, taking 100% responsibility for his situation and made the choice to change. You cannot fail if you follow these steps. Well done to her, she deserves a lot of credit. And Brittany really did deserve this praise, as she stuck to her diet. Despite never even trying to lose weight prior to this, it was incredibly successful. She progressively lost weight throughout the show, showing off her weight loss and enjoying the newfound freedom she was gaining in her life.
My life is so much better now than it was. And no matter how hard it gets, I wouldn't trade that for anything.
After she was approved for weight loss surgery, the weight just fell off her, and fans were quick to notice the change in her mood. Her smile is contagious. When you see that kind of smile, it's a smile of pure joy and happiness. And this smile only grew as the weight was shed, and she...
It's the fact like she did what the fuck she said she was gonna do, and it worked. It works. People be on there talking about the diet like James. Like, I'm tired of eating the same thing. You tired of eating healthy, bitch. It obviously worked, and she did it, and my man Henry did it.
She walked into Dr. Now's office for one final time, weighing 272 pounds, which is over 300 pounds in weight loss. Fans weren't the only one giving her praise, with Dr. Now showering her with compliments in the office.
Brittany has worked very hard and stayed on track for almost an entire year. And when she had a minor setback, she got right back up and she lost her weight.
The next patient, though, did not receive compliments from Dr. Now and actually made the top of the list in Reddit's most hated patient on the show, and the most delusional. Penny starred in season 2, and calling her delusional would actually be a major
that's the calorie heifer.
understatement, after she told the EMTs she had lost 400 pounds despite being dragged through her apartment just minutes before. At the start of her episode, she explains her life and says she may as well be a prisoner, as she is totally given into her food addiction and does not leave her bed even for the bathroom. This shame, though, does not seem to affect her.
We're gonna bury her, and Liam's gonna walk beside her casket. He's gonna watch his mommy be put in the ground, probably before he's 10 years old.
She allows her family to run around after her, which includes her husband, who seems to be blinded by love for Penny, as he has totally devoted his life to looking after her and their son.
Yeah, she'd have stretched that motherfucker bald.
Their son is who gains a lot of sympathy from fans of the show, as he is only around 8 years old and only knows his mother as being bedbound. I only feel sorry for the little boy. He deserves better. Apparently his mother thinks food is more important than being there for him. Even though Penny did make a change and went to meet Dr. Now, people believe she was never going to try, even after needing the entire fire department and traffic control just to remove her from her bed. Shaun of Steel uploaded his reaction video to Penny, entitled it Penny No Effort, which basically basically sums up her entire time with Dr. Now. She did lose some weight in hospital, which isn't too difficult to do when you're being watched, and did get weight loss surgery. However, as soon as she gets home, her tune changed. She began eating deep fried food again, cooked by her enabler husband, and even...
Y'all, some of them be thinking, like, you can't eat the same fucking way after you get this weight loss surgery, man. You thinking that shit is a joke? You got it for a reason. Why would you...
began ignoring Dr. Now's phone calls. When she wasn't in the hospital, her eating was basically the exact same as it was at the very beginning of the episode. Something which she was just in complete denial about, as she claims she thinks she should have lost weight after being dragged through her apartment.
Did you guys what? Care of your head so we're gonna leave after.
I should be in the neighborhood of having lost about 340 pounds.
Penny truly gave zero effort to the weight loss program and threw all the work back that Dr. Now and his team gave, which is the complete opposite to the next patient, who completed an unbelievable transformation. Justin McSwain from season 7 of the show reached an astounding 680 pounds before seeing the doctor, but by the end of the show, he was almost unrecognizable. The top comment from his YouTube video on his episode shows how people feel about him, and not just him, but his father. I cannot express how great Justin and his father are, and this praise was for good reason, as Justin didn't let his tough starting point discourage him, as he lost 100 pounds in 2 months at the start of the program, which meant the doctor approved him for weight loss surgery with no issue.
You have lost 292 pounds from day one I saw you. Yeah. So that's almost loss of 200 pounds in a year. That's excellent.
Fans love Justin for not just his approach to weight loss, but his kind nature, and of course the fact he clearly has a loving family and is always appreciative to them. After Justin had successfully turned his life around, he got a tattoo to commemorate the work. However, his father was so proud of his son that he actually got the exact same tattoo, which gave them both a heartwarming permanent reminder of the struggles they both went through. Justin and his father seemed to just do everything right on the show. After he accepted the psychological help from Dr. Now, stuck to his diet and went to the gym, the pair won the hearts of the millions of fans.
I am very proud of Justin and all the progress he has made over the past year. And he's been one of the most determined and hardworking weight loss patients I have ever had.
And Justin got his rewards as he completed one of the greatest transformations in the show's history, looking like this by the end of it. The next patient, although she was successful in losing weight, had a completely different outlook on life. And YouTube commenters shared their rage as she basically used her son as a
Pablo Escobar.
slave. Pauline appeared in season 3 of the show and was actually a record holder at one point.
Let me stop saying that. I don't want his family to be like coming after me and shit like that. I'm gonna stop.
But being the heaviest woman alive on Earth. And her weight wasn't the only issue, as she enlisted her 21-year-old son to be a full-time carer for her. Both of their lives seem incredibly sad, as he spends his day on the computer in the room next door to his mother, who shouts for him whenever she wants something as simple.
I care for the cloudless night, just like the moon.
I ain't even finished
As
watching
a drink of water or to go to the bathroom. She admits to abusing her position as a mother to force her son to do basically whatever she says, and because he loves her, he just does it.
Right there.
By me getting rescued, it's gonna rescue him too. I've sat here and prayed for something to save my life, and I don't know what will, because I'll probably die in my bed one day, and I don't want my son to find me. I feel like I've done enough damage to him that would be the final straw.
She's abusive to her son. She says that she hates putting so much on him, but then involves him in her mental health issues. Abuse is abuse. That boy deserves a life. Throughout the show, she barely lost any weight and actually went up in weight at some points. After getting the weight loss surgery, however, she did eventually lose weight, but that doesn't change the fact that she abused her son throughout her life and essentially took his freedom away to look after him, which causes her to take the title as one of the most hated stars ever on the show, just due to the backlash that she received from treating her son son the way that she did. The final star's life actually seems to be the opposite of Pauline, as she is the one that's being mistreated. And although she's certainly one of the most loved, it may be one of the saddest stories on the show at the same time. Xialin had one of the hardest stories to hear, as she was so motivated to lose weight, but her husband had the complete opposite feeling.
He has a physical preference for his sexual needs.
That requires me to be bigger than just fat.
Gareth, her husband, admitted that he was only attracted to her when she is not just fat, but super morbidly obese, which
trifling piece of frog shit is what he is.
Obviously put a lot of strain on their relationship when Xialin was looking to lose weight.
I mean, I'm a little bit sad because, you know, I like bigger women, so.
Then go get you another one then. I bet she gonna want to lose weight then too. How about you get your fat ass in shape? I mean, talking about her.
A little upsetting to lose what you like.
Who gives a shit?
Opposite to her husband's feelings though, she said that she hated her life and how she was living due to her weight. She wanted to make a change, and going against her manipulative husband, she decided to see Dr. Now on her own. At her first weigh-in, she was just 4 pounds under the 600 pound mark, although fans and the nurse were shocked after she asked her weight not to be read back to her. Despite this, she showed a great work ethic in her weight loss and actually ended up looking like this by the end of her show. Despite her transformation, the real reason that people love her was that she was strong enough to finally divorce her twisted husband Gareth, showing us all that she's not just a fighter for her physical health, but her mental health too. A lot of these patients have featured in my previous video. Every single star who died on my...
Yeah, I ain't going like... I'm gonna just put the thumbnail with her right there. Hold on. Oh, damn. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. This was dope. Because it just shows what Dr. Now talk about. It works. You know what I'm saying? And some of them going, like, I gotta watch James episode, man. I'm surprised what's her name, Shanae, wasn't on here, because I did not like her, not one bit. I still don't like her. Her and Steven and now James is up there at my top 3 people that I did not like on my 600 pound life. Like, that's crazy. Even her husband, his man, you got an audacity, man. I be looking at some folk that be saying like I want them to be in shape and all that, and they not in shape. Like, how in the hell you gonna sit there and do that and you not even in shape? You know, or you not even like close to being in shape. You about as big as they is. Man, I was watching an episode of Karamo and the guy was like dogging the fuck out of his girl. Like when they was smashing and all that, he talking about she had a beer belly or a plumber's belly, and this man wasn't even in shape. Like, bro, you got a lot of goddamn nerve, bro. Like, for real. Man, here you go to show you give that support and you support them through all that, man, they gonna love you. That love gonna be different. I'm telling you. Love them through their like the drama, the tribulations, the trials they going through. You help them get through that on the other side, and you also doing the same on your end, and y'all come together on that, man. That love gonna be different, bro. Trust me, and that's woman and man. Trust me when I tell you this. You know. But yeah, that was crazy. Her husband wasn't shit. But yeah, man, if y'all like this one, smash the like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought of the video and what else y'all want me to react to. Share the video and subscribe to the channel for your boy. We out this piece. Peace. Blessings. See y'all in the next one.